Alright, so I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I've been bullshit on making this story time. And y'all get me in a bonnet this time. Cause your girl don't feel like getting dressed. And this is the only time I can sleep. So I'm gonna try and speed this up as quick as possible. I'm probably gonna miss some shit. And I'm probably gonna leave a lot of shit out because it's none of y'all business. And because I need to be careful about what I say on here. And it's a lot of stuff that I feel like, even though I don't fuck with these people no more, as a respect to their privacy, I won't put out because a lot of this shit goes deep, and I don't want to put nobody's business out there that they ain't put out there themselves. Or if they have, I don't know about it. So, mind you, this shit is years old. So, to make a long story short, I'm gonna be real. I was goofy for a nigga that I met online. Not even gonna lie, I met the nigga online. And we talked for I want to say 2.5 years. I'm just gonna say that. And within that 2.5 years, I think it was 2 or 3, two. We're just gonna say 2.5 because I don't want to say it was this long and then motherfuckers like we never. Yeah, no. I'm gonna just say 2.5. Then at 2.5, I had dated him, met him, we did whatever, and in the middle of doing we did whatever, and then I ended up finding out he had a girlfriend, and then he ended up making us be a part of his definition of polygamous relationship. And then I ended up moving in with the third girl. I had a mental breakdown. I spazzed out completely. I went crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I went crazy out there. I went across the state. I left Vegas. I was living in Vegas, and I went out to Ohio. I was staying in Ohio, and this girl introduced me to people, and then she was playing me at the same time. So it was like, she played innocent with a lot of shit. It made me look like the bad guy. But, again, this was my fault. I should have never fucking been there. Like, I had no business doing this shit. Like, I felt like God just let this play out because, like, at the end of the day, like, I'll give you free will, but you need to learn what you fucking doing. Like, you need to learn not to fucking play around. Like, this is real life. Like, I went all the way to Ohio to live with somebody that I didn't know. I just trusted them based off my quote-unquote boyfriend. My boyfriend ended up breaking up with me while I was out there and stayed with her, though. Mind y'all, the first girl did not like me because he cheated on her with me and then brought me around. She hated everything about my existence. She didn't like me. The bitch put a spell on me. I think this shit is still there because every time, I'm gonna tell you about that too. What was I finna say? The bitch put a spell on me. And again, bitch was mad. I ended up pregnant by this nigga. And I got rid of the baby. I'm good for getting rid of a baby. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. After that, okay, so how I ended up getting left. Okay, so we went out there. I was out there, and we needed a rental car to get to Atlanta. And I didn't have no license. Oh, girl didn't have no license. It was a whole bunch of weird shit that was going on to where a lot of her shit wasn't making sense to me. Like, okay, so it was like her name was one thing, but she went by another because some shit. We're just gonna call this girl. What can I call her? Because her name is Unique. That's what I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her Unique. So Unique went by something else, Unique was born somebody else, but I really honestly don't remember how it went, but however it went, she long story short, she couldn't, like, go by her real name because some weird shit happened with. Okay, so the story was she was friends with somebody else, and it was like her best friend, and her best friend stole her identity and was like getting loans and shit in her name. And however that happened, it happened, and she had to end up using a fake name, a whole fake identity. And how can I say this? Okay, so, and anyways, I went out there. Now, mind you, she asked me to come out there. He was encouraging me to go out there. And then, mind you, I was like low-key dealing with some shit in Vegas at the time where I was able to just, say, fuck it, pick up and go. Because I didn't really have shit. So, I was, at the time in my life where I met them, I was just like, in that unlearn, relearn stage. And it's like, okay, I see a lot of shit for what it is now. Because, like, I was just in such a fairy tale land. Like, no cap, when I met this nigga, he made me, like, realize, like, all types of shit. Like, he opened my brain to a lot of shit. Mind you, this is my first this is my second real boyfriend. Because I'll tell y'all the story about the first dude. But I had, like, girls majority of my life. So he was, like, my second real boyfriend. But this was, like, my first real grown man boyfriend. Grown. Like, So, mind you, he convinced me to go out there with her. So I went out there with her. I'm working, whatever. Mind you, but I'm having a mental, like, crisis out there because it's, like, the mental crisis kicked in when he broke up with me. I went crazy because I'm like, you got me all the way out here just to do me, scandalous, whatever. And he's still with her, talking to her and shit. So he had sent me some money to get a rental through this girl I seen on Facebook. I got scammed. I'm not gonna hold y'all, I'm gonna just say that. I got scammed, I'm not embarrassed to say it. At the time, I didn't have no car, and I seen a lot of people I knew posting the bitch. So, off Facebook. So I'm like, all right, cool. I found out I got scammed. We called Hertz, and Hertz was like, oh, we don't have no confirmation email with that number, whatever. So they didn't give me no money. Like, we didn't have no money, so I didn't have the money. So what I did was I was working, so I'm like, fuck it. He can have my next check. That's literally because I was working for a temp agency. So I was like, that's literally how much my next check gonna be. Like, I can get it back to him. So I told her that was the plan, but we couldn't make it to Atlanta. So I guess she was mad about that. And I'm like, you got all these connections. Mind you, I'm only, was I 21 yet? Yeah, I think I was like 21. Nope, 22. I was 22. No, I was 21. I remember I was pregnant on my 22nd birthday. I was 21 years old. We got in a whole nother state, whatever. I don't have no license. I didn't get my license until I moved with my daddy. And I got pregnant. So I didn't get my license until that following year. And I'm like, I don't got no license, I can't get no rental car. It really, so I guess they had a talk, and they was like, basically they feel like because I wanted to go home because the nigga broke up with me, what am I still doing here? What, like, you, and then she was being fake as fuck. She had this weird ass friend, and I'm like, I don't got time for this. Like, I feel like it's a setup. Like, I feel like I'm being set up. Like, how did it happen? So the girl, okay, so she had this weird ass friend. So the girlfriend was her ex's sister or something like that, and she was just helping her. But the way the bitch made the story, okay, so the way Unique made the story seem was, we're gonna call the weird friend What can I call her without being mean? We're gonna call her Lady. So, the weird friend, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I did not like this lady from the first time I seen her. So, the weird friend Lady. Unique told me about Lady. She told me in front of our boyfriend at the time. What's his name? Was gonna be Strange. No, Turkey. I'm gonna tell y'all why later. But so Unique had told me and Turkey that Lady, they was doing Uber Eats and they was splitting the money, and the money wasn't adding up, and Lady was in a situation where she needed to pay the people for, like, give up some money to keep her house or she was going to be homeless. And basically, long story short, the way Unique was making it seem was Lady was using her, and Unique was also in a situation where she had to be out of there in 2 months. But after the 2 months was up, we was all supposed to go to LA with Turkey and Witchcraft. That's what I'm gonna call her. With Turkey and Witchcraft, and be a little happy family. But that's not how it happened. How it happened was, I ended up getting into it with Lady. She tried to fight me. We had a whole little fake spiritual awakening, and I was crying and shit, and I had to talk with my auntie, and I wanted to come home. So when I got scammed or whatever, that, like, a couple days later, I had a mental breakdown because Turkey ended up breaking up with me and saying some weird shit. Like, oh, you're a crackhead, whatever, because I ain't had no weed while I was out there. Like, bro, like, they sold me some dirt. Her friend tried to get over on me with her nigga with some dirt ass weed. I had to play it off so I wouldn't get shot. And after that, because I'm leaving a lot of shit out because I don't want to tell nobody business that they didn't put out there yet, because I'm not that type of person. How did it happen? Oh, okay, so Unique asked me to come, Unique walked outside, and then she texted me, like, come meet me outside in, like, 5 minutes around the corner from the house. So I'm like, what's going on? Because, mind you, I had already booked my ticket to leave. Like, I was going home. Like, I didn't want to be there no more. It was weird animosity, energy towards me. Like, motherfuckers is, like, acting strange. Like, motherfuckers is saying, like, side shit about me to their friends. Their homies is saying little smart shit. Like, at this point, I don't feel safe. So I'm like, fuck it. I'd just rather go home and, hop from pillar to post from my mama and my sister house, until I get back on my feet. Like, I need to snap out of it. Like, I was really going through it. Like, I was snapping on people. I was saying out of way shit. Like, I was acting out of body while I was out there. Like, I don't know if y'all believe in God, but the devil was really working on me while I was out there. Like, telling the stories, it bring back a lot of energy that I just shook off. But yeah, so she telling me around the corner, so I go around the corner and she like, oh, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna tell you right now, AJ. Oh damn, I said his name. Whatever. Turkey finna pay for us in storage. Pay for me in storage to put my stuff in storage, and he finna pay for me. And she had a son that she adopted. It's her cousin, but that's her son. So she said. So he finna pay for our tickets to come to LA. I don't know what you finna do, but we finna be out of here like around next Saturday. I said, what the fuck? So I'm like, fuck it. I was already going home. Like, I don't feel no type of way. And then she was like, he just feels some type of way because he think you stole that money. I was like, he think I stole his money? Like, you was sitting right there. What are you talking about? So she just went along with it. Like, I literally watched her in my face play both sides. So she called him. She like, babe. I'm like, all right, I see how this is gonna go. Like, she like, babe, so what did you say about, you know, what you say. And Turkey get on the phone talking big shit, like, yeah, I said, wham. She stole my money. I was talking to my brother, like, she stole my money. All of a sudden, she going home, like, she finna come up on a nigga, like, I'm like, mind you, it was only $200 that the nigga sent me. The nigga's really mad because he stole out of the account. Okay, so him and Witchcraft have been together, like, since high school type shit. And he and her had a joint bank account, however it went. And he was stealing the money to help take care of me in Ohio. Then on top of that, he went broke trying to help take care of me in Ohio. Then turned around and stole money out of Witchcraft personal account to help take care of not just me, but me and Unique's son. Is what he's saying. So now he fed up, like, bro, that was my last. Like, I don't got nothing else to give. Like, and you stealing from me, bro. I'm like, mind you, this nigga done took care of me. I'm like, bro, I would never, like, you out of all people know I would never, like, you knew me, like, way before I came out here. Like, you really did it up. Like, we get into it. So I catch Uber, I go home, like, I think like 2 days later, pack up and go home. And then I get into it with Shorty right after, like, bro, you're fake. Like, you really, like, you know, we get into it. But when I get home, the nigga popping it, like, all right, glad you made it safe, whatever. You ain't gotta call my phone. You ain't gotta fuck with me. Like, I don't wanna fuck with you. I'm like, that's wild. Like, that's real, like, wild how, like, you let this bitch come, like, you know, in between us. And, like, how Witchcraft is cool with her, but she don't like me. Mind you, I'm young as fuck. Like, I'm only 21. These motherfuckers is older. Nope. Me and Unique was the same age. Witchcraft and Turkey was older. So, like, I'm like, that's wild, whatever. But he thought I stole his money, so he was about to leave me across the state by myself. Like, she was like, I'm not even gonna lie. He told me not to tell you. Like, it was just gonna be some me and my son. We pack up and, you know, the day I had to leave the apartment type shit. I was like, you was finna just leave me sitting outside stuck the day you had to leave your apartment. Because mind you, she wasn't packing up nothing. So, mind you, this girl talked big shit about me, and that's part of the reason why I didn't say anything, or I haven't really been doing YouTube, is because this girl know people in the industry. She probably could blackball the fuck out of me if I say what I really want to say about the bitch. But I used to make stories about the nigga all the time, like when I was trying to do YouTube when me and him was together. Like, I used to do shit with him all the time, like not shit with him, but I used to talk shit like about him in videos. Like, his best friend do YouTube too. I'm not gonna say her name because I'm not giving her no free clout. She blocked me on YouTube because and we used to be subscribed to each other, so she used to like and comment on my videos and shit. And I noticed one day she blocked me. Like, that's cute. But yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, around that time I was like really fucking toxic. I was wild. I had a fake ass friend with me that I didn't find out was fake until later on, like after I had my baby, like years after. And she knew the nigga. Like, she went to school with the nigga. And mind you, they're all older than me. So, shows you how small the world is. But, yeah, like, shit wicked. Like, she really wicked. The nigga thought I stole money from him and was about to leave me across the state. And if y'all pay attention to my TikTok, they really, like, preyed on my downfall. Like, I still honestly believe they do. I honestly and truly believe Witchcraft, if she's still with him, is still doing witchcraft only because she don't like me that much. Like, she weird. Like, the bitch is weird. She told me one day, like, she called me crying, telling me, my son, I just gotta be honest with you. I'll put a spell on you for you to start losing your hair. Because I just wanted you to be unattractive, and I didn't want my man to like you no more. And for some reason, this man the more I do to you, the more attracted he is to you. So I removed it. I was like, that's wild, because I remember telling him, like, calling him crying because I got him crying and I was like, bro, I think I'm sick. Like, I think I'm getting sick like my auntie and them. Because my hair is falling out and she just so happened to be right. He told me, like, she just so happened to be, because he was like, what the fuck? Like, he was on the phone, like, really concerned. And he, like, was like, you know, you need to go to the doctor. Because, like, he's real adamant about, like, being healthy. Like, he made me go vegan. And he was like, you need to go to the doctor. You need to go get tested. Like, you know, I don't play about this. So she's seen how, like, you know, concerned he was. And he was like, you know, if anything, I have to come out there. If you have to go be somewhere, I'll come out there. I'll help you, whatever. And she just happened to be right there. So she calls me crying. And she's like, I didn't know he was going to react like that. Whatever. And still to this day, I think now it's the postpartum because I have my son. But before, like, it had been a minute before my hair actually started to grow back. But yeah, that shit wild. I promise to God, that shit really wicked. Like, I told my siblings all that. They used to look at me like I was crazy. I was like, until I think who was that? My ex best friend, that bitch, Virgo. I'm gonna call her Virgo because we was the same sign. I had her on speaker when I was friends with her, and she just looked at me and she was like, "Did this bitch just say that?" And I'm like, y'all don't be believing me when I be telling y'all, like, I can't make this shit up. Like, this shit is crazy. Then it was the time. I'm giving y'all too much. But I'm gonna give y'all one more. What else happened? Oh, when I got stranded at the airport because Unique was asleep. And I'm like, you brought me all the way out here, just leave me stranded at the airport. And he wasn't answering his phone. But what had happened was, he took an edible the night before I ended up in the hospital. So I had to call Witchcraft and let Turkey know that I was stuck at the airport. So can he get in contact? Because I couldn't get in contact with Unique. So can he get in contact with Unique? So I had to finesse $40 out of somebody. We gonna call him security because he was a security guard. I had to finesse $40 out of security. And I'm gonna give y'all a story on him too. I had to finesse $40 out of security to give me a ride to her house. I'm like, that shit wild. But yeah. Y'all know I don't know how to edit videos, so I gave that to y'all real raw and uncut. But y'all got a couple 20-something minutes out of me. But y'all go ahead and do all that shit YouTubers say at the end of their videos. If you do, I fuck with you. If you don't, fuck you. Kiss my ass. And I'll see y'all later.